Hey everyone, I'm back with another video for you. So if you watch YouTube all the time, there's no point denying it, you know exactly who Pewdiepie is. Whether you love him or hate him, there's no getting away from the fact that he is by far the most successful creator. This one guy has managed to build up a channel which has 108 million subscribers. And I know there'll be some people out there that will just say that doesn't mean anything, he only got his subscribers from the T-Series versus Pewdiepie meme, but the fact of the matter is that this guy has created a channel which has 26 billion views. Just bear that in mind, that was from one man. Just to put into perspective how big of an achievement that is, let's compare him to the company of Smosh. Now, Smosh has been making videos since about 2006, and ever since Pewdiepie started making his content back in 2010, Smosh had already basically turned into a company. They had big production budgets with actors, sets, and people paid as dedicated editors, almost as if it's like a production company. And over their lifetime, they've managed to achieve 9 billion views, but one man who started his videos in his bedroom managed to get nearly triple the amount of views as this massive company. And I know there are people out there who are thinking, how has he done this? Like, what has he done? And that is exactly what I'm going to explain in this video. So I think the best way to explain basically why in one sentence is because Felix has always made the perfect content for the audience at the time. Alright, so I think the best way to explain this is let's rewind all the way back to 2010 when Felix just started. 2010, this is the time where everybody had bowl haircuts and the people on the internet were introverts. Now, you have to remember, around this time, the internet wasn't like what it is now. The people that were watching YouTube videos were kind of what you would call a bit nerdy. YouTube wasn't watched by basically everybody at this point. It was usually watched by what you may call the burnouts, the introverts. And Pewdiepie's content back then was perfect for those audiences. It was just this awkward Swedish guy playing video games in his bedroom by himself. And the reason why this gained so much attention with the little audience that there was on YouTube is because it was so relatable. Like I said, the main people that would be watching YouTube content back then were the people that were kind of a bit geeky, that loved all the internet and everything. But the internet grew so quickly just a couple years later, and that is what brings us to 2012 and 2013. And this is where Felix kind of changed things up a little bit. Felix changed from like this awkward guy sitting in his bedroom to this explosive, slapsticky kind of guy. His confidence completely changed. He was screaming, making content which was just out there in your face. And the main reason for that is because around 2012 and 2013, YouTube was discovered by kids. The audience age on YouTube lowered significantly, and there's no better proof of this when Smosh in 2013 of January became the most subscribed channel of YouTube. If you know who Smosh is, they make content that's primarily for children, and in this time period where the YouTube audience age was a lot lower than what it is now, Smosh thrived. But what was crazy is by the time it got to August of 2013, Felix overtook even Smosh. And the main reason why Pewdiepie just absolutely blew up is because of his videos such as the Happy Wheel series
Oh shit!
and things like Pewds Does Everything.
This is everything! Can you tape salad to your face?
I guarantee you, if you go back and you watch them videos now, you can just tell like it's for kids. Obviously, inevitably, those kids, they're gonna grow up. And as those kids slowly grew up, Pewdiepie, where he was making his content more and more like less childish. Felix slowly transitioned from making the slapstick humor that he made with the Happy Wheels to more kind of grown-up stuff with successful series such as like 5 Weird Stuff Online. And yeah, of course, it was silly, but it wasn't as cringeworthy as him screaming. The best part about it is, although his content kind of got a little bit more mature, it still had that same funness about it. So far, I hope you can see a trend where basically Felix made the right content at the right time and he was in the right place. place. It was perfect timing. That is essentially what it comes down to. Felix never kept his content the same, he always changed it up, and that allows me to bring you to my favourite era of PewDiePie's channel. In actual fact, my favourite era of YouTube as a whole, and I'm talking about 2016, the greatest time of the internet.
Slam it! Like my rhyme?
2016, nobody cared. People did what they wanted. Everybody was edgy. You had amazing channel blow-ups such as iDubbbz and H3H3. It was trendy to basically do whatever you wanted, and if anyone got offended, everyone just made fun of them. It was so much better than what it is now. Everyone was way more creative, and if you're asking me, PewDiePie, he was 100% in his prime. And it was the true final last hurrah where the internet went crazy and everybody had fun before the world became as sensitive as it is now. And in my opinion, 2016 was the best time period for YouTube. Let me know in the comments down below what time period you love the most. Even if it's now, just let me know, I'm curious. But anyway, let's transition slowly onto around 2017 and 2018, where YouTube kind of started to change a bit. Creators were basically being strangled because it was becoming impossible to just monetize edgy content, because about 0.0003% of the world's population were getting offended by people having fun. So advertisers were demanding that there was professionalism. How fun. But despite that, Felix managed to keep up his charm, but instead of doing all the whole outdoorsy, offensive-y kind of stuff, went back inside making a new video series such as Laway. Reaction style videos were basically becoming the new thing now, and of course Felix moved on with the times and carried on making reaction videos like everybody else. Not to mention as well, throughout every single version of PewDiePie's content, he was always making the content which got him started in the first place. He always continued to make walkthroughs on horror games such as The Last of Us and Outlast. It's almost like he's not forgotten where he came from. Felix just has that charm of coming across as a really humble guy, and I think that's one reason why pretty much everybody respects him. So along with the fact that he's a machine, he creates so much content. I mean, he's created 4,200 videos. He's created so much content, so much variety, that there is no other channel out there with that amount of content. It's almost impossible for you to get bored with his channel. He's got everything you'd want. And you know, if you still watch him now, you basically know that he's become like a Reddit reaction video channel, because for some reason Reddit's now the new trend of 2020. Now I think the only reason why the Reddit videos have become as popular as they are, because it kind of makes you feel as if the creators, they're not being sucked in by the commercialism. If you've watched YouTube for a number of years, you would realize that it's becoming more and more commercial, becoming more corporate, like more business-like rather than just a playground. The Reddit videos make people feel as if there is still that online community. Personally, that is why I think the Reddit videos are as popular as they are now. And of course, Felix is more than aware of that, so he's obviously making content like that now. But the thing is with Felix is, I don't know if it's luck or if every single detail is planned, but again, going back to him making the right content at the right time, is look at his Minecraft series. Think of when Felix blew up in 2013 when we were all kids. We all loved Minecraft because Minecraft was becoming the game, like it was a new thing. We all grew up playing it and it was one of the best experiences ever as a kid learning how to play Minecraft. And when we're all older, Felix then makes a video series of him learning how to play Minecraft like how we were doing it as children. Seeing Felix learn everything from scratch like we did as kids, it just brings back so many good memories and so much nostalgia. And that is the reason why that series was so successful for him. We all got to experience what it's like to see someone learn how to play Minecraft for the first time again, and it just brings back so many good feelings. That happens to be in the time where everybody's growing up in this depressing world of 2020 and everybody's just thinking about the past. Felix just happens to make a game reliving memories that we all had as a past that we all think is better than what it is now. But I don't want to end this video on a sad note. Just want to conclude by saying I have so much respect for Felix. What he has achieved is exactly what every single creator would just only dream to achieve. The best part about it as well is whilst he was achieving something that nobody else has achieved, he stayed true to himself. Felix never lost who he really was. He's never become arrogant, he's always stayed humble, and deep down you can kind of see he's still that awkward Swedish guy that everybody fell in love with 10 years ago. We are blessed that he's the king of this website. There isn't anybody out there that deserves it more than him, and there isn't anybody out there who could take that responsibility as well as he does. If you managed to get to the end of this video and you didn't like PewDiePie, I hope that by the end of this video you gained a bit more respect for him, because making this, that's exactly what I've done. So I just want to say, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for listening to my little history lesson. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace!